Let's transition back to the NFL, and let's get into a topic I haven't had a chance to dive into yet, and that is the Super Bowl performance from Patrick Mahomes. The Kansas City Chiefs beat the Eagles 38-35 last week in the Super Bowl, and in that game, Mahomes, he went 21 of 27, 182 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns. He won his second NFL Super Bowl MVP, and the Chiefs balled out in that game in the second half, outscoring the Eagles 24-11. And so this is something I haven't had a chance to get into, and I had to come on here and talk about it because I got to say this. Patrick Mahomes is sensational. Patrick Mahomes has the best win percentage in NFL history when trailing by 10 points or more. This is since 1950 and a minimum of 20 starts. Tom Brady, he wins 38% of his games when trailing by 10 points or more. Joe Montana wins 37% of his games when trailing by 10 points or more. Patrick Mahomes wins 58% of his games when trailing by 10 points or more. And in the Super Bowl, it was crazy because I felt like in the first half, the Eagles outplayed the Chiefs. At the half, the Eagles were beating the Chiefs 24-14. And if it wasn't for a Jalen Hurts fumble, the score would have been 24-17. 24-7 at the half. The Eagles significantly outplayed the Kansas City Chiefs in the first half. And you go into the halftime break. Rihanna comes out. She performs. It's a long, extended halftime. And the Eagles are dominating the football game. And Andy Reid was frustrated on the sideline in the first half. The Chiefs, they weren't able to get much going offensively. And Patrick Mahomes comes out. And on the first possession, he drives the Kansas City Chiefs down the field, and they score a touchdown. And here we go. Here we go. And remember, Patrick Mahomes got injured and re-aggravated that ankle injury in the first half. He re-aggravated his ankle in the first half, and these were his numbers. This was before the ankle injury. Mahomes, he went 8 of 13 passing, 89 passing yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Passer rating was 107.5. He had 11 rushing yards. This was before his ankle injury. After his ankle injury, he was nearly perfect. 13 of 14 passing, 93 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Quarterback rating 133.9. He had 33 rushing yards. Patrick Mahomes was sensational in the second half of the Super Bowl. Him single-handedly helped the Chiefs win another Super Bowl for their franchise. Patrick Mahomes by himself. He was great in the second half. And I'm watching the game and I'm thinking like, here we go again. How many times have we seen Mahomes bring back the Chiefs in a playoff game? It happened against the Houston Texans a few years ago. They were down 24, and Patrick Mahomes brought the Chiefs back. Remember, they were down 17-7, I believe, against the Tennessee Titans, and he brought them back in that game. His first Super Bowl. Going into the fourth quarter of that game, the 49ers were beating the Chiefs 20-10, and Patrick Mahomes was having a subpar performance in the Super Bowl, not playing up to his standards. All he did in the fourth quarter of that game was outscore the 49ers 21-0 in the fourth quarter. And that's how great Patrick Mahomes is. Even when you have him down on the scoreboard, he's able to overcome the obstacles, and he's able to bring back the Kansas City Chiefs by winning the Super Bowl and winning his second NFL MVP in the Super Bowl. He became the fourth starting quarterback in NFL history to have 2 Super Bowls and 2 Super Bowl NFL MVPs. Only Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, and Tom Brady has been able to do that in their careers. And it took Peyton Manning 18 seasons to reach this mark. It took Joe Montana 12 seasons to reach this mark. It took Tom Brady 11 seasons to reach this mark. It's taken Patrick Mahomes 6 seasons to reach this mark. And I think that this year, it seriously was a season to remember for Patrick Mahomes. He won the regular season MVP. He won Super Bowl MVP. He led the NFL in passing yards this year, led the NFL in passing touchdowns. He's the best quarterback in the NFL. And the trajectory of his career is leading towards being the greatest of all time. Now, he has a long way to go. We know Tom Brady won 7 Super Bowls in his career. But make no mistake about it, Patrick Mahomes is well on his way. This is both quarterbacks at the age of 27. Take a listen to this before I get out of here. Mahomes has 2 MVPs at 27. Tom Brady had none. Patrick Mahomes has 5 Pro Bowl appearances. Tom Brady has 2 Pro Bowl appearances. This is all at the age of 27. Mahomes has 2 first-team All-Pro selections. Tom Brady had 0. Mahomes had 2 Super Bowls. Brady had 3. Brady got the edge in that. But they both had 2 Super Bowl MVPs. This is their regular season records at age 27. Patrick Mahomes, 64-16. Brady was 48-14. Mahomes, 192 passing touchdowns in the regular season, 97 passing touchdowns for Brady. And Mahomes has 24,241 passing yards in the regular season. Tom Brady had 13,925. So everywhere you look, Mahomes has surpassed even the great Tom Brady at age 27, and he's well on his way. I'm going to get more into that on Friday as well about Patrick Mahomes. So this is going to be an ongoing conversation moving forward. But Mahomes did his thing in the Super Bowl, and he won Super Bowl MVP. The man got 2 Super Bowls on his resume, 2 Super Bowl MVPs, 5 Pro Bowls in 5 seasons as a starter. I can't say enough about how great Patrick Mahomes is. And he's the reason why the Kansas City Chiefs were able to overcome a 24-14 deficit at the half. So shout out to Patrick Mahomes. I'll talk more about him on Friday.